Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Saturday, September 10th. I am getting ready for bed. I wanted to put out a free pick for tomorrow's Sunday night football game between the Cowboys and the Bucs. So I have a ton of premium plays tomorrow. I have one teaser that I put down $4,800 to win $4,000 on. One thing about me that is different from most other YouTube channels, or at least all of the ones that I have seen, is I show my bet slips and I show the proof of my wins and my losses. And when I say I do this for a living, I really do this for a living. Shout out to Hamza Chimaev. Chimaev's a freaking beast. I love you. If you're watching this, thank you for what you did to Kevin Holland. And Kevin Holland, respect to you, man. Kevin Holland actually looked pretty good, even though that was, he got finished first round. I mean, come on. Most people would have got finished a lot quicker, but man, he saved the night yesterday. Going into NFL, super excited about it though. I really like the Cowboys here. And the reason I like the Cowboys in this game is because they're playing in front of their home crowd, so they have home field advantage, primetime games. Primetime is the great equalizer. Primetime home field is the great equalizer. You could get a crappy team versus a good team, and that puts them in the mix. And the Cowboys are not a bad team. I actually believe that these are the two teams that will be duking it out for the NFC Championship if the stars align and they're able to cross paths then. But I think one of these two teams will win the NFC in the end. And although they're not going to enter the season at their peak, I think they will both peak at the right time by the end of the season. I know that's a big statement coming out and saying the Cowboys will be that good, but I feel good about the Cowboys this season. I'm not a Cowboys fan in any way. I am from Texas, but I'm actually a Seahawks fan. So I'm very unbiased with the Cowboys. I just think that this is a good opportunity for them to do well in the NFC. This specific game though, the reason I like the Cowboys is because when I first glanced at it, and I've had a lot of time to look at it and think about it over the past few months, I wanted to bet on Tom Brady. I wanted to bet on the Bucs. It's like, obviously, take the Bucs and a pick 'em, or where the Bucs are favored by 1 or 2, take the Bucs. And that's what Vegas wants us to do, guys. That's what all the square bettors with the square money is going to be doing. I really think the best way to approach this play or this game is to use the Cowboys as a teaser. So if you can take the Cowboys from +1 or +1.5 all the way up to +7.5, tremendous value. And there's a lot of good teaser numbers on the board. You look at the 49ers, you look at the Ravens, you look at maybe teasing the Jaguars up, or teasing the Texans, or not the Texans, but teasing the Colts down, right? You can get through those key numbers of 3, 4, 6, and 7 by teasing either of those teams down or up 6 points. So you get the -120 juice. That's how I like to approach this game with the Cowboys. But if I had to pick, I would lean Cowboys. I say use Cowboys as a teaser piece. And then my bet, my personal play, is going to be a parlay with Dak Prescott over on passing yards and CeeDee Lamb over on receiving yards. Now, this is a classic fantasy football type of play where you stack a receiver and a quarterback. It's just a smart move to do, but you have to make sure you're getting the best payout. If you go to any sports book out there, they're going to offer around +160. Horrible odds. That is not profitable. Stacking any quarterback and receiver at +160 is not profitable, right? Fair value, probably +185, +190. I have found an app that is not a sports gambling app, but a fantasy football app. So it's legal in Texas, Florida, California, a lot of states. And it's called Thrive Fantasy. And they actually pay out +260 on 2-player parlays, but they don't call them parlays because it's technically fantasy football. So they require that you take a player from both teams or a player from multiple teams. So what we have to do is we have to take Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb to go over, and then you can pick any player from any team, and you're going to take his over on one play, his under on the other. So you're going to have 2 3-player entries, and the third player right here is irrelevant because you're going to take his over on one, his under on the other. So one of your entries, he's going to win, one's going to lose, and then it's going to come down to do my fingers here, Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. So the pinky finger can be anybody you want. Just pick the same player, same prop, take his over on one, under on the other. I'm putting $400 on this. So I'm putting 200 on one, 200 on the other to win me $12.40. So the odds, the payout work out to plus 210. I know this is like a shitload of math. Half of you are probably super confused. Hopefully you understand it. If not, get on the Thrive Fantasy app, start messing around. Shoot me a text message. I'll break it down for you. I'll send you screenshots so that you can see. But ultimately, I'm putting $400 down if Dak and CeeDee both go over, which I think it's going to be a competitive game. So I think Brady, Mike Evans, I think those types of players can do well and get yards. And prime time, sometimes the pace of the game speeds up and we see a lot of overs hit in prime time, more so than like a noon game or a 3 p.m. game. So I'm going to take the Cowboys star quarterback and star receiver, CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott over. If you guys have any questions at all, just shoot me a text, and good luck with all of your bets today. That's all I've got for you guys. If you're not on the Thrive Fantasy app, get on the Thrive Fantasy app, use promo code SBE. They'll double your initial deposit up to $100. Also, premium plays. We have been crushing it on premium plays. If you want to get a month of premium plays for free, comment the final score of the Cowboys Bucs game in the comment section. Guess the final score. If you get it right, I'll give you a month of premiums for free. All right, guys, I'll see y'all later. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next one.